battle rap, I'm about to give you the behind the scenes, Access Hollywood, the tour guide into the minds of the greatness of battle rap culture.
All that bias stuff, if you're battle trash, you saying you're battle trash.
But not only a certain kind of character was allowed to go to URL. Like, only a certain kind of believability was allowed to go there.
Any type of money you want to do, I'll put it.
Show up in this bitch, no rehearsals. We're broadcasting at you live, no commercials. We got meals, got Hirsch, getting checks on the first. Got a sprinkle on the versus Hollywood universe. Oh, watch my niggas go viral. We squeezing triggers in the field and we throwing perfect spiral. You better watch for our rival. And fuck a rival, we're flipping more people than the Bible. I'm your idol, watch me demonstrate. I'm a menace in this bitch, the fake, can't relax. Let's set the record straight, we gon' let them have. You see the fashion, I'ma be an hour late. Hey, 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 you're really doing a lot. Hey, 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 you're really doing a lot. This is media to media, my team is doing media, my family in the mix. This is year 86. This is media to media, my team is doing media, my family in the mix. This is year 86. Hey, hey.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome.
Oh
Welcome to Launch Global Live. Our first live podcast show, the Battle Rap Live Podcast. This is Hester. Welcome to our first live podcast, year 86, hosted by DZ Spade and T-Wise in partnership with Launch Global. Today is year 86, the Battle Rap Podcast episode number 1, Glass Ceiling, and we will be giving you a lot of cool insights and exclusive behind-the-scene details of some of your favorite battle rappers and people of influence in the battle rap culture. Together, we will explore the ins and outs of hip-hop's most intense.
I remember when Hogan used to get pumped up in the ring?
With the behind-the-scene access to the stars themselves. We get a closer look at this fast-rising culture, the powerful part of the art. No, that's hip-hop. All right, let's give it up to Dizzy.
Dizzy. Media is back, folks. Woo! It's must-see TV when you see me as Dizzy Spade. And if you don't know by now, it is year 86, the brand new battle rap podcast brought to you by Launch. We here, Kali Media is back. Woo! They thought I came by myself. We got T-Wise back in the building. Oh yeah!
A long time no see, guys.
He's back. I might see a familiar face. But he's here now. Hirsch, the funeral. Welcome to year 86. Woo! What up? The coronavirus is fucking us up. We do have another co-host. Shout out to my nigga Mills, dealing with some family issues. It's gonna be lit when he get on the show. But he not here, folks. Woo! Shout out to Launch. Make sure y'all tune in. Follow us on Instagram at Launch Year 86 on IG. You can follow us on Twitter. Year 86 on Twitter. Hashtag Year86. That's right. I'm hyped. Oh my God. T-Wise, what are we talking about today? What is this show about? What are we doing? Who are we? Let's get into the logistics of what Year 86 is here to do for the battle rap culture.
All right, you got it.
Right. Let's get it, people.
All right.
What is Year 86 about? What are we doing? What is our mission? Let's tell the people a little bit about us. And then we're going to get into the dynamic, the super, Far Rock, URL, Coliseum, God General. Special guest today. Then motherfucking Lee.
Mr. I got Far Rock on my back, nigga.
Copy ass.
Feel me?
Shout out to my guy, Sin Fleet, man. We got a lot going on, but right now we just about to introduce the show. We about to let you know what Year 86 is, what our goal is in the culture, who we are, what we represent, and why you should be tuned in to the best battle rap podcast out right now. T-Wise.
Got it. So basically what we're here is to just show the different facets of battle rap, period. Our first initial show will be about the glass ceiling. And we're going to be talking on different aspects of the glass ceiling, what it looks like as a rapper, what it looks like as somebody who owns a actual team, and what it looks like on the upper end, and how do you break out from the battle rap stigma into other things that you want to do, whether it's a rapper, design clothes, just a bigger expansion of your career, and just basically you guys knowing these people's personalities, who they are as people, who they are as artists, and having those conversations that touch, move, and inspire you. So that's what the Year 86 is all about. And we will be having different interviewees, different point of views coming all the time. And we're also going to be kicking the shit.
We got Hirsch the Funeral, who gonna be letting y'all know when it's funeral time, when it's time to pack that shit up, when that shit wasn't good. Yo, Hirsch, introduce yourself. Let the people know what's gonna be happening when you on the motherfucking scene, baby.
I'm nobody's favorite nobody. So I'm basically gonna sit here. All that bias stuff, we getting that out of here. All that bias stuff, if you're battle trash, we saying you're battle trash. If your round, you thought your round was electrifying, nah, it's not happening. It's getting talked about, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Say his ass, pussy.
Hurts the funeral for a reason.
My nigga said, please say, you ass pussy. In your mother's eyes. In your mother's eyes. So we here to let you know what Year 86 is. I am Hollywood, Dizzy Spades from Coliseum Season 4. And basically, we are about to show you how media, battle rap, and all that other cool shit that you don't know the behind the scenes story is in battle rap. I'm about to give you the behind the scenes, Access Hollywood, the tour guide into the minds of the greatness of battle rap culture. And we're about to start off right now, the dynamic, the one and only, Far Rock's only superstar that I know personally, Sin Fleet James. Let's make some noise for Sin Fleet, man. Let's make some noise for Sin Fleet. Sin Fleet, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, man?
Good, I'm great. You feel me? I'm living life. I can't complain. Yo, shout out to everybody that's, rocking through these times right now. You feel me?
Let's talk about these times real quick before we get into the gist of our super conversation. The coronavirus is affecting a lot of us. We lost Fred the Godson a little bit earlier today.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
One of my favorite punchline rappers ever.
Definitely was a part of the culture. Definitely was a part of the culture. We gotta salute that man. How are you dealing with this? This situation, this disaster that's going on.
Well, basically, I'm trying to keep my son and my wife away from anything I can keep them away from. You feel me? Try to stay in the crib, really stay in the crib and stay away from everybody. Protect my family, bro. That's the number one thing for me. So I don't be doing outside like that, man. I'm good. I'll wait till it opens back up.
So simply let's tell the people a little bit about you, a little about your start where you come from and who you are. I know you Simply James, you Simply Coliseum season 2, but where did all that start? Like, and let's get all into that, because once you get into that, then we got some questions for you that I think we're gonna mesmerize.
Well, I would say it all started. I was watching Loaded Lux versus Mook, the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy, bro. Like, I gotta do that. I want to do that. Like, I was always rapping, but I wasn't battle rapping. So when I saw that, it was like, yo, I want to do that. That's what I want to do, right there. So, you know, I tried it in the hood. I wasn't good. You feel me? I wasn't that good. You feel me? I came to battle rap. The funny thing is, I went to Philly for my first battle. I didn't battle in New York. Cause I tried to get booked everywhere. I sent out a long text message like, yo, I need to get booked in New York. But nobody was hitting me up. They was like, nah, or they'll leave me on the scene, whatever. So I'm like, damn, son, how can I get a battle?
Your first battle, if I'm not mistaken, was against Boss Don Chris, right?
Nah, that's not my first battle. My first battle was Uncle Nate.
Okay.
He was some military dude from Philly and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga was okay and all that, but I feel like I wasn't good in battle rap. Like, I was rapping like I was on beat. You feel what I'm saying? I was rapping like Cassidy or something. Like, I was rapping like that. Like, it wasn't good enough for battle rap, but it was a person in there. Shout out to Special K, if you know Special K.
Special Caliber, the cameraman. Let's go, Special K.
Him and Gigi, you know, his girl, his wife.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they saw my talent, and that day was like, yo, you fire. Why you ain't do this in New York? And I'm like, you bugging, bro. That shit I just did was trash. Like, I'm like, that was not good at all. I don't know what you see. I don't think battle rap is for me. You feel me? But he like, nah, yo, I'm gonna hit this dude named Blackbeard, and he gonna put you on. I promise you, because you fire, you just don't know it yet. All right, so I get to Coliseum, my first battle, this Boss Don Chris.
Shout out to my guy, Boss Don Chris.
Hold on, let me take a drink on this, because this.
Oh boy.
Take that drink, man. Take that drink.
This shit. Oh.
Take that drink, Boss Don Chris, the tool butter. That was a shaky day for you, man. I remember that was a shaky day for you, Simply. Is we gonna keep it tall? Is we gonna keep it tall?
I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. All right. So look. This is I'm in Far Rockaway, right? I'm bringing all my boys, like 20 dudes, bro. So I'm like, oh, it's lit. Bro, like 20 dudes. Mind you, I never been in a New York battle scene. Like, I ain't never go to an event or nothing like that. So I ain't really know what to expect. You feel me? So my boy brought mad bud, mad liquor. We getting high, drunk. Boo, boo, boo. My nigga, I'm twisted. First battle, nigga say Sinfully versus Boss Don. I had to wake up. I had to battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the lights turned on. All I remember is the lights turned on. And it was like, it's on Sinfully. And it was like, I couldn't remember nothing. I said 2 bars and blanked out. But I just freestyled for like 7 minutes. A bunch of nothing. I won't even tell you it was something because it was nothing. But Black saw something in that of, I didn't give up. I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to show people that I'm the type to give up. And he said, you just freestyle 7 minutes. Imagine what you could write. You feel me? So it was like, but those are the type of moments that I cherish because.
Let me ask you, because it's going to actually tie into our very first question that we got for you, because you actually brung in Blackbeard and you brung in Coliseum. So was that the moment that you joined Coliseum when he seen that he saw your talent?
Yo, it was funny because it was supposed to be me, Elo, and Boss Don, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whoever win they battle, whoever lose they battle was supposed to not be Kali.
Nigga, the loser had to jump.
You feel me? They was just gonna get dropped. So out of everybody rounds, I was the trashiest that night, bro. Like Elo was crazy. I'm talking about that nigga was top tier in Coliseum after that day. They was like, oh, Elo. You feel me? Boys Dawn, they said, oh, he beats and Flea. That was easy. Mm-hmm. But Black was like, I think his talent is just gonna outlast it. Like, I really feel like that. So I'm like, I'm thinking like, all right, that's cool, but I want more plates where I could practice and learn the craft. Because you can't be better if you can't learn, if you're not open to learn. So I had to be very open to learn, because at first I was like, nah, I know what to do. A lot of battle rappers do that. They think they know what to do, or they got the answers for everything. You feel me? But nobody's really guiding them the right way. Everybody be like, yeah, that's fire. You go out there, you hear crickets. It's not fire, bro.
Mm.
So Simply, it's so dope that you went into that, because our first question actually for you is actually about the loyalty of how you hold yourself to Coliseum, and the way that you explained it is because like they work with you. So I kind of want to also our little question that we have for you, because you gave it to us, and I want to ask you about the development of when you stepped into Coliseum, because you said that yours was the trashiest. Right now, my brother, you are the number one nigga in Coliseum. Can we make some noise for that, right? Real quick? Can we make some noise
Yes.
for this nigga being the number one nigga, the current running battler of the year. Oh yeah.
Holy.
Hard way to prove it, folks. So like I'm saying, like you just told us you was the trashiest when they seen you. So now you can hold plaque. You can hold gold saying I'm number one. Like how does that make you feel when you developing through these years with Coliseum?
Well, this is what I always thought, like, the only way you're gonna be successful in battle rap is being loyal to the people that was loyal to you. If you go out burning 1,000 bridges, nobody's gonna ever believe in you or want to work with you. You get what I'm saying? And that motto kept me away from beef with mad people where everybody will book me, but I would rather stay in Coliseum and build myself to a point where, okay, I'm ready to go outside and let that brand show all the work that I put in. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it means a lot to me to build in college. Like, it meant a lot to me to build in Coliseum, because now I'm able to look outside of Coliseum and expand my brand in a different way. So that's how I look at it, like, if you want to say it in that way.
So with that being said, you also joined the team when you were in Battle Rap Coliseum. Tell us about Guard. Tell us about Royal Guard. What is Royal Guard? Who is Royal Guard? Why is Simply Royal Guard? And why are you loyal to Royal Guard? Like,
all right, so look, I ain't go front. This is crazy. This is exclusive, my nigga. This right here is
we got an exclusive here first, people.
All right, so it was the movie 2. Me and Elo battled.
Right.
So niggas was like, yo, we want to get Elo on the team. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it depends on who wins out of Sinfully or Elo, because Black wanted me on Guard. You feel what I'm saying? So whoever won that battle was like, you Guard. You feel what I'm saying? So we know how that battle turned out and all that. You feel me? But it was like, all right, now I'm part of the hitters. Like, because Guard was crazy at that time. Nigga, you go to an event, you say Guard is shaking the whole building. You already, wherever we go, it was you, Guard. It was crazy. Like, nowadays it's not as crazy, but back then it was crazy, bro. So it was like, yo, this is the best move for me. And me, Guard is for life. Like, I'm not being nothing else. You will never hear me say another team in life. I will never, because I've never been that tight. If me and Guard don't work out, I'll just be by myself, bro. I'll just be by myself. I'm good with that. You feel me? I don't need to be on 7 teams 18, you know.
I got a question for you.
Let's get him, Hirsch.
You see how you spoke on your loyalty, right?
Mhm.
But do you, like, on the negative aspect of that, kind of, do you feel like loyalty in a way holds you back, or you stand on it? That's your principle.
I feel like it doesn't hold me back. I feel like this, right? Certain people need more time to grow. I felt like I wasn't ready to go out there yet. I feel like I wanted to perfect. I only want to go outside when I'm perfect. So if I'm in a house fighting my brother, I'm not gonna go outside and fight a nigga until I know, like, yo, my shit is right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how I was feeling. Like, I gotta stay at home until I feel like I really feel comfortable of controlling my skill and my passion and my hunger. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be outside. And then with the money situation, I'm a big on that. Like, you're not gonna give me $300 and say, here, this is a battle. Like, no, never in life, nigga. I work, like, I get money, nigga. So you can't tell me you gonna give me $300 for a battle against somebody I never heard of. Like, never. It's not gonna happen, bro. And that's not even an act of Hollywood. It's just knowing my worth. You feel me? It's just knowing my worth in battle rap, because you saturate yourself in my eyes.
Simply, we gonna get into the saturating and getting all into that.
You know how I talk. I gotta talk.
Get your drink, man. We get in it. We gonna take a brief little break. We're gonna let y'all know how unique this show or Year 86 is. This show's gonna be so unique. We about to tune into some battle rap music. We about to go into my guy, T.Y., G shit. Yo, Cena, if you can hear me and you know what's going on, we got the Royal Guard in here. Oh yeah, can we go into play clip one of that new T.Y. joint that's fire, turning up these streets, and we're gonna kill that stigma that battle rappers can't make music. That's a lie.
Fact.
We're gonna be right back with my nigga Sinfleet when we take these commercial breaks, baby. Oh, Cena, hit us, Cena.
I can tell she's.
Yeah.
Don't worry, y'all. It's the first day. It's the first day. We're gonna play clip one of my nigga T.Y. shit. T.Y. also Royal Guard member, part of Sinfleet's phenomenal team. One of the most dominant teams in Coliseum.
Your vibes, man.
And it's so much that we're gonna get into, man.
With the red hoodie?
Huh?
All right, here we go.
Let's get into
Thank you, Cena.
This shit,
Hey, y'all pull up with the gangsters on some G shit. I pop up on your block, boy, we don't sneak this. Got the gang with me, Brody, on some G shit. Niggas talking foul, I make them eat clips. Shopping bananas on the front the moon and eclipse. Yeah, take a break, I'm out your class like a recess. Yeah, check my reset. Yeah, I've been a beast, bitch. Yeah, I'ma run another check, you in defense. Yeah, I got you bitches back to back and like a meek this. Yeah, clout, open up a mouth, I'm a lead shit. Yeah, I just hit Victoria, they no secret, yeah. Ain't no telling who I'm about to beat this year. Damn, I'm a player, proud of Gucci in my lair. And my bitches hit a lick, I think that God answered my prayer. Yeah, niggas stop and stare, it's alright, bitch, I'm there. Treat that Buddha like my shooter, and I light up everywhere. Yeah, black. Put a bullet in the light. Yeah, black. stars on some G shit, G shit. I pop up on your block, boy, we don't sneak this. Got the gang with me, Brody, on some G shit, G shit. Niggas talking foul, I make them eat clips. Japping in the sun in front the moon and eclipse, yeah. Take a break, I'm out your class like a recess, yeah. Check my recent, yeah. I've been a beast, bitch, yeah. I'ma run another check, you in defense, yeah. Fully focused, Herbie, on my 30, fully loaded. Click exploding, bullet in your back, I'm about to blow it. Got a cake, show me, baby, I just wanna throw it. Landed all up in the guts, I turn it to an ocean. Split splash, think I ran out of my humble bag. I tell the truth, between me and you don't want it back. Facts, niggas turn a vegan off this beef shit. I pop up on your block, we don't sneak this. Pull up with the gangsters on some G shit, G shit. I pop up on your block, boy, we don't sneak this. Got the gang with me, Brody, on some G shit, G shit. Niggas talking foul, I make them eat clips. Japping in the sun in front the moon and eclipse, yeah. Take a break, I'm out your class like a recess, yeah. Check my recent, yeah. I've been a beast, bitch, yeah. I'ma run another check, you in defense, yeah. Yeah. Black, 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 black. Put a bullet in the light. Yeah. Black, 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 black. Get him in my side. Yeah. Black, 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 black. Pussy nigga get right. Black, 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 black. Yeah. Man down, you gon' wanna give a nigga life.
TY, my nigga TY, brand new TY, G shit. Make sure y'all tune in. Get into it, my nigga TY, Royal Guard. We are back. It's year 86. We are here with my nigga Sin Flea, Royal Guard, the #1 nigga in Coliseum, #1 nigga from Far Rock.
Well,
like,
don't we want to move to show for a bit? And then
simply, we about to bring in my nigga Show Enough from Battle City. And we actually gonna bring in, have an open discussion on battle rap positioning. Do you feel comfortable where you are? Let's make some noise for my nigga Show Off. Show Enough.
Oh my God, I get confused every time. Going on.
Nah, bro, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna take over the. I'm gonna take over the interview process real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna take over the interview process real quick for Show. Hello. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm TY. So can you tell me a bit of like who you are and your stance in the battle rap culture?
Show Enough, aka Show Esco, man. I've been battle rapping. Well, I hate to say it, but I battle rapping since I was 19 or 29. I've been battle rapping like 2 years, so I've been around for like 7-8 years. I just took a break for a little while and everything. So I've drifted from place to place, from like King of the Ring, and I ended up in Battle City, and in all the leagues in between. We go hard, and Bloody Knuckles. I've been all over at this point. So
well, I want to ask you a question real quick, because you said you hate to say it, because you said you started at 19 and you're 29 now. Why do you hate to say it? Because our topic is about the glass ceiling, and you've been in the culture for so long that you had to say that. You like when you were introducing yourself. I hate to say it. I've been in the culture for so long, and we had Sin Flea. I kind of want to ask both of y'all the same question. Like, y'all both been in the battle rap culture for a while. Does being here, do you regret, because you saying it like, I hate to say it, do you feel the same way, Sin Flea, of just being here for too long? And because it had to be a reason of like moving around and struggling in this thing to where it's like, where's the
I feel like with me, I feel like I'm in a comfortable position by staying in my league. That's where we come back to staying in my league. I ain't go everywhere. I just was comfortable in my position where it gave me time to build, and I hadn't somebody already was like, yo, I'm gonna book a battle for you. This is what it's gonna look like, or you feel me? When you don't got
Show is coming from a place where his league actually it doesn't exist anymore. So Show, how do you speak on that, Show?
Well, it's kind of like I compare myself more like a basketball player. You feel what I'm saying? Like I put it in basketball years. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like 10 years is like 20 years. When you're a basketball player and you hit that peak of 20, it's kind of like one of those things like, yo, damn, this nigga old. So when I first got in, I just had this idea that I was gonna go big places. But due to, personal life and, unfortunate circumstances, I had to back out and come back in and back out. But nonetheless, I've always had a love for it. But to answer your question, I compare it like basketball years. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I'm kind of like that old nigga at this point, but I don't say it in a way, I say it more in a joking manner. I don't say it in a way to put myself down. It's kind of more like, damn, I'm old. Like I've seen a lot in battle rap where, I've seen like a lot of situations unfold, good and bad, from different types of leagues, being around different type of people. So, it's not to downplay me. It's just more so like, damn, like, you know how you kind of like, got that friend or that neighbor, you just like, man, I'm older.
The fact that you put it out there, how long do y'all both want to battle rap for?
I mean, given the situation that's been going on and, with my league going, unfortunately passing away so sudden, I had a lot of shit going on, especially like losing my little brother 2 years ago. And on his deathbed, he was telling me like I need to focus more on my music. So I stepped away from battle rap. But now it's kind of like, damn, like I kind of miss it. And then especially with my league owner unfortunately passing, I was like, I might just have to, I'm going to actually get back into it. When all of this clears up, I think it's time for me to get back into it. I just want to see if I still got it. I want to put on that old jersey, grab them old Jordans, see if I still got it, see if I can still lace them up and still, drop 30 on a nigga real quick. So
are you more interested in being an artist, or are you actually interested in taking up the mantle and running a league?
I've come down to the conclusion a long time ago that running a league is not my thing. Like, not because I don't think I have the confidence for it, but more so like it's just I like to be in the thrill of it. It's kind of like being a gladiator, being in the middle of the arena. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be Caesar. I want to be in there, fighting with the swords and getting cutting and stabbing and all that. So that's my take on it. I enjoy the thrill of actually hearing what somebody else has to say about me. Like, to be honest with you, it's not really a money aspect, though it would be a bit more, that would be a bit more gracious to what, I'm trying to get done and what I'm trying to get accomplished. But I look more for like the lyricism. I look for like the creativeness of different people. Like, I look for the creativeness of what, different people have to say to me or say about me, or, just see what the mental is like. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy that aspect more than the gossip and being fake friends with somebody and then pulling dirt on them. I don't even really do the dirt thing. I like the lyricism. Beat me with bars. Don't beat me with like trying to bring up my, personal life and shit like that. That's how I feel about it. It takes away from the lyricism. So
I'm gonna ask you a direct question. Just let me know like how you feel about it. So okay. You've been side by side, like watching sadly your league owner pass, but I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot like what he had to go through and what it takes to run a league. From your perspective and what he was going through, what do you feel like it takes to run a league? And what are some of the things that you've seen where you're just like, you don't know if that's something you really want to take on? Let's be candid here. Like, we want to be really honest, because the point of this is about the glass ceiling. And sadly, as much as this contribution that he put in, there is a lot of unspoken when it comes to league owner versus being an artist. The money conversation and how much time, as you said, you've been in this for 6 years. You've been in this for a while.
Long time,
What tangibly do you feel like after putting so much time in, should you have to show for it? Like, if we're putting any time, like whether what type of job it was, you would expect to be able to, have something tangible out of it, right?
Of course. I mean, monetary status is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Monetary status is obviously the main goal. In this day and age, when I first came in, monetary status wasn't such a big thing. So definitely money would be like the end goal, because you want to get paid for the time you put in. You want to be appreciated for the time you put in, whether it be through fans or whether it be monetary. So, of course, the money, generally speaking, with battle rap alone, it would really be money. But, but the fans, they're forever going to be there. So, it's kind of like a balance with me. Is either the fans or the money. So, that's just me. You gave the game the notoriety, and then you do the, then you get the money, So that's my take on it. But to answer the second part of your question, first of all, I just want to say shout out to Battle City, everybody who helped build Battle City.
Battle City.
I want shout out to Coliseum for actually, you know, being rivals with us and, you know, giving us some great, beautiful competition.
Content.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Just a sidebar, I remember my biggest joint in Battle City was against Hussein. And everybody wanted me to lose that shit.
I was in the building for that.
Who you wanted to win,
It was like,
Coliseum used to pull up to Battle City events looking like the mob, man.
Oh,
when Black go to events, man, and it's Cali niggas on the card, and his energy be different, man. It's everybody in that room. If you was not me and my niggas, man, and that night, I'm telling you, that night versus Hussein was a crazy night. Simply, let us know about that night. You was there. You was there.
Yeah, I think then Boys Dawn battle.
Matter of fact, you was there.
Then Boys Dawn battle that card versus Capo.
Nah, not that. It wasn't that. He didn't battle Capo that day. Sheffy battled
Myers that
day, and Sheffy battled twice that day.
He battled twice that night.
Twice that day on some super MVP Battle City shit. He was MVP in Battle City over there, battling twice over there, taking them wins type shit. Like,
can I bounce back to what you was talking about though, with the whole league owner being a league owner?
Yes, please. That's exactly.
So being a league owner, you gotta have grit. Like I've noticed, like that's something that rest in peace Taim, something that Taim had that I didn't have is like, and we were pretty much like almost very similar in a lot of ways. He had grit. He did not care about what anybody had to say about his league. He didn't care what anybody had to say about him. He didn't care about what anybody had to say about his league. He was just gonna go out and do it. But all in all, too, he it was a thing in Power when the white guy asked Ghost, like, how do you run a club? And you know, Taim constantly transformed to fit the needs of everybody, not just the needs of Battle City. He wanted to make sure he had good battles, and he wanted to make sure that the other leagues that was coming out to support, he wanted them to feel comfortable. And the people who were competing from other leagues, he wanted to make sure they had fair advantages. One thing that he did strive on was basically saying, you know, I want to have a league where it's not biased. Like even niggas from Battle City, if you trash them, you get booed. Like that's what he wanted, because he wanted the pure energy from it. He didn't want nothing saturated. He didn't want anything like that. He just had a lot of patience to deal with people, the venues. You know, unfortunately, we were, you know, doing a lot of venues where they were like, you know, owned by, you know, I hate to say it, but they were owned by, you know, they were owned by white people, and they didn't like a group of black people going in, rapping and making noise. So he dealt with that. He had a lot of grit and a lot of heart. And that's one thing that I feel that I've never had as a battle rapper. Like, you know, sometimes my confidence get weighed really easily, which would kind of explain why a lot of times I stepped in and out of it. Part of the reason, not really all the way, but part of the reason why my confidence always weighed. So, you know, it always swayed. One day I felt like I'm the man, next day I didn't. But just watching Taim build Battle City from the ground up, you know, he just had grit. He had heart. He didn't care what nobody wanted to say. But at the same time, he wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable. The last thing I could say that he had that I feel that I need to work upon is just, you know, picking good battles and picking good people to be around and form these events. You know, you can't have, you know, 100 gangster niggas in an event. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of balance it out. So being the fact that I'm a lyricist and, you know, I use big words and shit like that, he picked good battles. Like, I'm going to put a lyricist versus lyricist. I'm going to put an aggressive nigga against an aggressive nigga. I'm going to put a punchline nigga against a punchline nigga. And this matchup is going to be a wild card. Perfect example of that, the Snake Eyes versus King Capo card. And I thought Capo was going to lose that battle, but Capo really showed up, being the fact he had like very abstract punches. You know, Snake Eyes being from the street, you know, he came with them full head-on punches, and it was a great battle. So he just always knew how to throw a good card together where everybody was like, that's a good matchup. I need to come see that. So
simply to interject.
Yeah. Well, 1 second, because I want to make sure we stay on the topic. You touched something on monetization, which is, I feel like, is a big stopping force when it comes to the battle. Like, you can have great cards, you can have great artists, but if you don't have a way to monetize your content, you're pretty screwed. Whether you are a league owner trying to find sponsorship, or you're an artist trying to find your own sponsorship to bring to the league. And I do want definitely Sinflee's input on this for someone who's been loyal to your team, like you've watched this thing from the ground up. Have you experienced anything when it comes to glass ceiling, not as to like them raising your talent or that, but as in the actual act of expanding your career in a more global sense, as in let's say if you weren't so loyal to your league and you took up on another deal, do you think that you would have gotten further in your career? Do you feel like loyalty maybe have held you back in some areas? And I'm talking strictly business, not like how you grew as a person.
Well, as a bit, of course, you understand, and that's something that I was down to understand, because
explain that. Like, I really want you to get into it.
Because I look at it like, it's like, okay, you can make $1 million right now. Sign on this line right now. But if you wait like 2 years, you can make like 3 times whatever you could have made back then. You get what I'm saying? 4 times what you could have made back then. So it all takes patience. But everybody's not patient, and everybody don't got that time. So I was just fortunate to be in the right time, in the right place at the right time. You get what I'm saying? To be able to learn that, because you got to learn in battle rap too. It's
how important is timing in battle rap? Like, how important is, because you
very
the
important,
right timing?
Because battle rap has politics. Okay,
explain some of that. Talk about it.
I feel like if you not with they image, it's like rap. Like, they got a certain image of you. If you're not that image, they're not gonna want you. It don't matter how many bars you got. It don't matter what you say. If you don't deliver an image to them that they can like and grab and fans could grab, they're not gonna fuck with you. I don't care how nice you are.
And also, go ahead. I want to know what type of image do you think that people want from you guys, and I want to hear what you have to say, Sho.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a whole fake image. It's not everybody being themselves. You got to portray something that you're not, and then fans is gonna be like, but he's not like that. You're gonna say, I am like that. He gets beat up. Then they're gonna say, I don't like this guy no more. He's pussy. It's like a whole narrative where
they want that shoot 'em up, bang bang. Yeah,
you gotta be gangster. Now you're not gangster.
Oh man, all your bars is shit.
Yeah, like yo, like nigga, you was just
ain't about that life.
Yo, let me ask. I want to ask Hirsch a question, because you actually you are a part of the fan program of just who you go to battles. You actually see
sort of shit
the events, and so like, how do fans really see battle rap when it comes to this regard? Like, how, like when it comes to the timing and imagery and stuff like that, because as you see, like battle rap, we worried about timing. They project us to have a certain type of image, but how do fans actually look at it?
Believability do matter, because if you come in there with some skinny jeans and some sketches, if you come in there with some skinny jeans and some sketches and you talking about my AKO blaster, nah, get out of here. No, nobody gonna believe that. You coming in here with suspenders and hot top socks with
yo, he's got guns, man. He's got guns, man.
Yo, bro, I'm not even sweating that, because I didn't saw the most craziest niggas talk about guns. That shit don't even matter to me.
But you like, it this way.
It'd be like when niggas get on Facebook, Twitter, niggas build a battle.
Facebook thugging.
Acting tough.
Yeah, Facebook thugging.
And then it'd be like, how much can I push this nigga where I can get everybody to watch, but I know he gonna punch me in my jaw if I say this shit.
Facts.
Also, too.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, battle rap gotta have some standards, man. Like, you shouldn't bring up my family. You shouldn't bring up my dad homies. You feel me? Like, certain things should be off limits. But this is not a rap. Nothing's off limits.
No. It should. But this is what I'm trying to say. You can't come in there looking like Steve Urkel talking about I got the grip in our butt.
Nah, that's a fact too. That's a fact too.
Well, also too, what I think about it is, well, me just on my personal experiences, I think in some way, shape, or form, I think I walk the tightrope of like gangster and nerdy. And to be honest with you, like, you know, it's challenging to be different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to be different, you know, like anybody know, you know, I'm an intellectual cat. I use big words. I talk about outer space and, you know,
As you
let me tell you this. And can I tell you this? Can I tell you this, Sean?
Yeah.
Bro.
Y'all show enough. Y'all, like, listen, I'm not
my
sure.
fault, man. Show enough.
Show enough. Show enough.
That's why I changed it to Show Esco. This is why
I apologize. But right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, you having a unique style put you on, like, you might not be, like, you think you in a position, you're not probably in that position that you think you should be in, or
right.
You feel me? But you being different separate you from all the niggas that's
everybody else. Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
You both have unique styles, both unique delivery. And to hear Sin Fleet, who's just got on URL, second
congratulations
URL, tell you that, and y'all been in the game for the same amount of time, I be feeling like in battle rap that we don't be having those type of connections to where it inspires us to go, all right, you know what? The ceiling ain't that, you know, far for me to go up to, because you feel discouraged after a while when, like, because I was a battler who was going through leagues, and it wasn't until I got to Coliseum and they, look, this is the structure, this is how we're going to get to where I wanted to be at.
Structure,
and
man.
it would,
that battle rap, battle rap need that in every league, a structure.
Yeah.
Niggas just can't be taking $3,000 and go pay for fucking a battle, and then the shit just is like trash, and then the nigga is fucked up for the rest of his career. He can't battle no more.
Yeah.
The nigga got smoked by Tay-Rock so bad that nobody ever wants to see this nigga ever again. And that nigga out of $5,000 in rent. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happen like that.
All right, I have a question.
I
have a question. In that process, do you feel like league owners should actually financially back their players? If you put in enough hours.
Lie, I feel like battle rap needs like a sponsorship. Every league should have a sponsor behind them.
Because
like, I know that's crazy to say, but it should happen. And because I feel like battle rappers, we doing what rappers do. Like, yeah,
more, because you actually have storylines.
Mixtape rappers is getting paid out here in these streets. Or for
wrestlers. You guys are like wrestlers. If we're gonna compare you guys to a sport, it's like wrestling. And monetization is how they get paid.
Tough Enough got paid, right? Them Tough Enough wrestlers was getting paid, getting slammed on their neck.
Yeah.
I'm tough enough, bro.
I'm tough enough.
My whole thing about it is,
got paid. That's bad.
Hold on, I want to hear a show.
It might have been low budget, but them niggas got paid every single one of them.
I want to hear a show. What do you want to say?
My whole thing is too, back just going back a little bit with the whole like idea of the image and everything that you want to project to the crowd. Sometimes, it doesn't hurt to be different. It really doesn't, because sometimes I feel that battle rap sometimes, and I probably shouldn't really speak too crazy on it because I haven't been around in a while, but I just feel sometimes battle rap is oversaturated with gumballs. I feel like, you hear the same setups, you hear the same punches, I feel like it's oversaturated.
No, you're right. He's just like, you're speaking the truth, bro.
He's like, yo, because I'm gonna tell you how setup go. It's gonna be like, yo, I get the hammer to do what? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do with that hammer? Oh, I was at your bitch house. Doing what? She don't even like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those situations where it's just like, I feel like the game has strong setups and weak punches, and I feel like sometimes like a lot of shit can be said and done different.
Yo, you know what I think? I think it's 5 million battle rappers and everybody rap the same, right? So
and I don't mean to cut you off, Sin, but just a quick thing too, right? Like, when I first got in, I was proud to say, I was proud to say I was a battle rapper, you feel me?
Yeah.
I was proud to say I was a battle
niggas
rapper.
like this, yo, freeze.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, I'll say this. I'll say this. I was proud to be a battle rapper because not everybody can sit in front of a camera and spit. But now you got, you know, a whole lot of cats who are coming in just saying the same shit everybody else saying. It's just kind of like, I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying?
You look at it like this, right? You look at it like this. The pool is smaller now of different people. You understand?
That's a fact.
Before it was small, it was like everybody different. Now it's like only a little bit of people different.
Can I play devil's advocate? Isn't that maybe happening because battle rap made it so? When everyone was different, you were because of believability, right? To be different means we all don't have the same background, which means certain bars we do differently. But not only a certain kind of character was allowed to go to URL. Like only a certain kind of believability was allowed to go there. So of course everyone now got to fake like they ain't that weird, that different, and go to that. And that's the only people going to URL.
No,
can we get into it? I like what you just said.
Okay, all right. So tell me,
because if we gonna get into that, I'm gonna say the people who picking the people to go on URL ain't authentic anyway. So
Thank you.
I'm with you on that.
People who trying to tell people, yo, you gotta be this way, you gotta be this way. The niggas who's picking the niggas is frauds.
No, let me say this, right?
Doing
let me say this. Being on URL, right? Being on URL twice, right?
Twice, talk about it.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm me. I will never change. Niggas can't tell me nothing. Give two shits what they tell me, nigga. Don't book me. That's how this goes. Because then if I change everything that you liked about me, you're not gonna like about me.
Has URL ever told you to change a bit? Like, let's just keep it real.
Nope, I'm not gonna lie. I talked to City, I talked to Troy, and I talked to Clip, I talked to Beasley, and all of them say the same thing. Continue doing what you're doing. We like what you're doing. It's different from everybody else. You get what I'm saying? It's
different experiences.
Everybody else. I don't sit here and say 1,000 gun bars. You would never hear that. I ain't shoot you 16 times in my rounds. Like I probably shot you 4 or 5. I slapped you a couple times. You feel me? I slapped you a lot. In real life, I would really slap you. You feel what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff I like. You get what I'm saying? But it's believable because it'd be like, yeah, Sinner slapped the shit out of you, bro. But that's how I feel and that's how I rap. Now, if I sat up here and said I shot you with mad machine guns, now we know. Come on, bro. Where the fuck it's New York, bro.
All right. Let me play a little more devil's advocate. We talked about sponsorships. If we actually because let's be honest, we have lanes, right? Some people could do some shit that other people just can't get away with because of who they are as a person, right? So if we have teams, right, in battle rap, if we actually had sponsors who like was dedicated to that style, do you think after that, because there's gatekeeping happening basically, the people who are picking the people to go up are gatekeepers and been there forever and are kind of out of touch of all the different kind of talents that are out there. If there was a way to get rid of the gatekeeping and get a new flow of sponsorships that were just aligned with who that flow of style was, do you think that we'd have a better, like, bigger culture altogether?
I think honestly, what needs to happen more so, I mean, outside of the sponsorship, yes, of course, I think if we had different sponsors, we would get obviously we get a bigger group of people and a bigger group of listeners or fans who would enjoy battle rap because there's somebody or someone who
represents them.
Who represents them exactly. Like you could look at just for an example, and then I'll go into my point I'm trying to say, like Gonage, Sharon. You know, these cats represent a certain group of people where they have a core fan base because of where they're from, their beliefs, so on and so forth. I honestly think that battle rap needs to stop. Not really need to stop, but just understand that, you know, there's you got to take the chance to let other people who are different, who ain't never been, around guns or mountains or go hunt or some shit. They just need to give people a chance to, just express what this is, because at the end of the day, this art is all about expression. As long as they nice and them bars is hitting, they should be able to come in and maybe bring some balance to it. It shouldn't be everybody go to one league because this league fuck with us because of what we say, or it shouldn't be, oh, well, we're white, so we're gonna go to, King of the Dot, or You know what I'm saying? It should be, yo, I should be able to cross through it.
Yo, Hirsch, as a fan who watches that, hearing his point, does that matter when you have to try to listen to a new talent?
It matters in the sense of what messes up battle rap is, right? Everybody wants to go to the same place. See, if you a rapper that rap about Rubik's Cubes and, yo, it's a lane for you. It's a lane for you to go somewhere. Everybody want to go in the same pot. It's other leagues. Battle rap don't need no sponsorship. It's other leagues. It's other avenues. But everybody feel like they glass ceiling only gets met if they go to URL. Bro, battle rap got like 10 leagues.
Yo, can I say, yo, when you go to URL, nigga, you go to URL, okay, you get views, okay, who gives a fuck? Listen, at the end of the day, you need to build your own profile. You need to build your own brand. You need to build your own self, because URL can't do shit for you if you ain't doing shit for yourself.
Right, that's right. But that's what I'm trying to say, because everybody want to be the same thing.
Yeah, see, I gotta disagree with both of y'all with that, because the appeal of when your name is attached to being on the URL, it has nothing to do with us actually being in the culture. It actually has something to do with how it transitions outside of when we're around regular people. When you say I'm a battle rapper and I'm on the URL, it gives a certain awareness to say, oh, I know what that is. That's battle rap. It's a different type of conversation when saying, yo, I've been on King of the Dot, I've been on RBE, which if you've been on all those platforms, it's dope. It's very dope. They pay their artists, they treat their artists well, they do command views, but it's the appeal of when you hear the most respected, they've been branching that for 10, 12 years now, that when you transition, we have a conversation with someone who knows nothing about battle rap. Like when someone watches this podcast that's on Launch, you gotta shout out Launch. Shout out Launch.
Shout out Launch.
When we shout out this podcast, and it's gonna be people who've never seen battle rap before, and they're gonna be introduced to Simply and Show Enough. And when you have the URL stamp, I have a URL stamp. When we talk to those folks, they go, "Oh, that's battle rap. I know what that is. That's smack. The nigga with the beard." And that's then you go into, this is what I did in battle rap. I've been on this, that. This is my journey and stuff. So
you want to hear crazy?
It do have a certain type of URL to go there.
You want to hear a crazy story about URL?
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
Ever. Yo, it was my son's birthday party. We went to Legoland. I'm in Legoland. I'm chilling. Everything cool. So some dude is looking at me, staring at me, bro, like, about to knock him out. I'm like, oh, we about to go. Go down in Legoland.
About to rumble.
Son said, yo, you Sin Flea, bro? Yo, you Sin, yo, baby, that's Sin Flea. We get the receipt on you on rap. Yo, bro. Me and my shorty, mind you, my shorty like, all right, whatever we gotta do, we gotta do. You gotta beat him up, we gotta beat him up. It is what it is. You feel me?
No fair ones between fans. I got you.
Yo, after she saw that, she like, oh. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a superstar. You can't tell me nothing. URL got me got. But
shout out to my nigga Benji Lolo in this shirt, man. Because this shirt and Benji Lolo, this is not I ain't do this on URL. So being approached by people who know about battle rap and World Star and all that shit, people come up to me, oh, you the nigga who was going crazy. You doing a lot. Oh shit. That happens everywhere I go. And then when they like, oh, you really in the battle rap shit, like, oh, you been on here. It's a different type of feeling because you always be on go, like, yo, baby, get the shit. You about to knock this nigga out. It's always how fans be grilling you. They be like, and then they it's like the fans, they pull up their pants and shit, and just to ask you, yo, is you so and so? They pull up their pants like they gonna fight you and all that. They be like, yo, you. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's the fighting stance in my hood, nigga. Like, yo, what's up, nigga? Like,
URL built a catalog where when you get on URL, you get so many people to appreciate your stuff. That's the bigger thing with these smaller leagues that they don't give you because they don't have the opportunity. They don't have it to give you. You get what I'm saying?
There you go. I'm glad you said that because I was about to ask. I'm like, do you guys know why? The only difference between Coliseum and URL
URL
is
got
backing.
7 years, 8 years on top of Coliseum. Right?
But most
the sponsors of everything.
backing the
I could definitely say that being around, like I could definitely say being around like that URL, like just being around the stars and the back is a different type of game, different type of energy. You gotta kind of play. It's not. See, a lot of people don't understand too. When you are in URL, shout out to Sinfleet because I know you was up there and Dizzy. I think you had a PG if I'm not mistaken, but nonetheless, people gotta understand it's not just about lyricism. You gotta play chess with other people. You got to make better moves than the last man. And a lot of people don't understand when you get into this game. It's all fun and games when you got to think about it like this. It's playground or corporate business. When you in your own league, and when you in your own league, you in the playground. So you could scrape a knee, you could bust your lip open, you can get in the fights with other people. You could do that as a kid because now you could get away with it, or mommy going, kiss your boo boo. When you go to URL, they will clip you. You go to URL, you don't give them the right numbers, they will clip you. They will slam the suitcase on you like, all right, listen, you're late
to me.
I got you.
It's a corporate business. That's
what was it? Yo, Dizzy, my first PG card, right?
Talk about it.
How many people was on that card, bro?
As far as like the name?
Like everybody, not the name. How many, the number of people?
It was mad people on there.
It was a lot. It was
like
a lot.
24.
Yeah, I was about to say that, like 24. It was like 12 battles.
Like 6 made it. Guess what? The next one happened.
4.
You see what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? It's not conditioned for everybody. It's not conditioned for everybody. Everybody's not gonna make it. Everybody.
But that's why I say it's an illusion. That's why I say it's an illusion, because you got to look at it like this. If you're talking about glass ceilings, most people put URL as the glass ceiling. I picture it like this. Simply, you've been on Coliseum since season 2, right?
Yeah.
They about to go into season 7.
Look how
you being that person, right? That been on the season 2 and you the top guy. Your glass ceiling could be the person that put Coliseum in a worldwide map. You don't even need URL. People just put they glass ceiling on URL. Right. That shit is an illusion. If you a man with some integrity, that shit matters. You put anything on the map.
And that goes back to what I was saying with the whole fact of me not taking battles early for less money. Because I knew URL is a big brand. Bing, people gonna see me. Bing, I'm more marketable. Bing, that money go up.
Yes, it does.
Bing, my son Christmas gifts go up.
Yep.
So, yo, you know what I was like? I'm gonna chill out for a minute. I'm gonna build at home. That's where it comes back to. And everybody can't do that because everybody's not patient enough. You get what I'm saying?
We about to
and also to touch on what Brother Devin said too. At the end of the day, there's other
Brother Devin, I love it. Brother Devin.
That's what shows up on my screen. That's what shows up on my screen. It shows his name is Devin. I'm sorry, but the same thing. Just to touch on what everybody else is saying too. At the end of the day, there's other places that other people can go. And to be honest with you, if RBE is not the top or equal to, is the very next up for URL, and I feel that
none of them is close to anything over in. Well, when we get over
this, but you gotta understand a lot of battle rappers. A lot of battle rappers that don't go to URL, they end up in RBE, and they end up being bigger in RBE than they do in URL. You feel what I'm saying?
But they would never get the respect.
It's about the numbers here we're talking about.
RBE numbers don't do what it do.
It look like y'all about to go at it, and we got to take a break. We got bills to pay. We got commercials to do. So Cena, if you don't mind playing clip 2, and this is not a biased show. It's not a biased show. We play all battle rap music because we're about to get into the Polo Paul brand new. We go hard artists. You feel me? Like we showing love and support, and we want to let y'all niggas hold y'all points, and don't act like y'all don't got shit to say. We gonna get right back. Cena, Dub, Hirsch,
got it.
Show enough.
Hey. All right, we're moving on to clip 2.
We're gonna move on to clip 2. We're gonna play the second video from y'all. We Go Hard artist, Polo Paul, my nigga, Boss Life. He out here. He's currently a 2-on-2 on my nigga KO. No worries. They out there. They got a new battle out with my nigga Captain Live and my nigga Chris Mills. Fire. We gotta promote this battle rap music, man. Like battle rap music is fire, man. Like I hate saying battle rap music.
Because it feels like you put it in a lane.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, yo, this music that us battlers make is fire. Because when we come back, sure enough, he make music. And
oh shit.
We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it after this.
Out the flow from the island, so why they stressing out? Cause they realize the best is out. This that brand new. Where a real nigga get it clicking like YouTube. Zoe Pound nigga and my soul so voodoo. Super nigga up just so I could go noodles. This that brand new. Live from the BK Zoo and who knew. This ain't ATL and no new. More like you were well, cause I'm wigging like new. All these niggas that hate it, man, I'm pissing on them. Put the metal on his tongue, no Christmas story. Have that drip without blasting toy. All about my bread and that's mandatory. Been raping the game since young, that's statutory. Niggas always wanna die and I act the glory. Till you find out, we ain't acting shorty. 20-year-olds, twice they age, they act with 40. Try and get the bag, more nice than naughty. Street nigga, blessed, God body. Dread the rap with niggas, that's Lil Yachty. Now they trying to figure out how to kill it, autopsy. This that brand new. Where real nigga get it clicking like YouTube. Zoe Pound nigga and my soul so voodoo. Super nigga up just so I could go noodles. 2019.
That was fire.
Man. Shout out to that brand new. My nigga Polo Paul, We Go Hard, Boss Life shit, man. So we just had to take a break and we was getting back into the differences of the glass ceiling. We got Sinfully, we got Show Enough, Hirsch, T.Y., Hollywood. We about to get into something real interesting because we want to ask you guys, and we about to have Merrick City join in, who is the co-owner, co-founder, Battle City. So he's about to give us the perspective of a league owner in this, who came from the talent. He was a battle rapper, became a league owner. Man, I don't even know how to say it. Like, he do it all. Like, this nigga is the Renaissance man. Like,
multi-talented.
I think this nigga could fix my car. This nigga, this nigga could save the world. Merrick City for president. Merrick City for president. We just gotta put that energy out there, my nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck Trump doing, but I know what my nigga Merrick City is doing. That nigga's doing it all. Make sure you get a beat or something dope from this nigga. Merrick City, man. Join the live, man.
Yo.
Merrick is in the building. We gonna get him. We gonna see him soon, but he can hear you. He hear Merrick City, man. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Chilling, bro.
So, Merrick City. First off, we sit here talking with Sin Fleet, Show Enough. For you, we want to reach out and say condolences to Taheem, Battle City co-owner, who
rest in peace, Taheem.
This week.
Rest in peace, Taheem.
Rest in peace to the guy. Pretty sure I know you want to say something about that in regards to the ownership of, getting in the league with him. How was that? How did y'all even do that?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, baby.
Perfectly.
All right, cool. Me and Taheem actually started with because he was doing 100 Bars magazine at first, and he was actually a writer. And he hit me, around the time I left Coliseum. Shout out to Coliseum now. I'm glad we all in good terms and everything is good now. Shout out to Blackbeard. Shout out to everybody doing their thing over there. But basically, he hit me up. Basically, just wanted to do an interview. We did an interview, and at that time, I said I wanted to start a new league. I wanted to start something new. Nothing against anybody else what they're doing, but I just want to start something new. And it's like every other person didn't want to work with me, but for some reason, Taheem hit me up and he was like, "Yo, what's your vision? Like, you want to start another league, but where do you want to go with this?" And I gave him my vision, and he was like, "You know what, bro? I have a lot of experience in a lot of different things, and I actually want to, I want to help you." And that's how Battle City started. You feel me? Like, Battle City started just like that, literally. I felt like if I didn't give him a plan, if I didn't have a plan already, vision in my head, he probably would have been like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to do business with you." But he said it's something about the passion that you have for battle rap at that time that he wanted to work with me. So that's how Battle City started, man.
Okay, all right, awesome. All right, I have a question because the topic of today is talking about the glass ceiling. And we've heard from some of the artists on and how glass ceiling looks on their end. Simply awesome artist. And he, in his perspective, growing home is like where you really are able to grow your career and understand who you are as an artist and what works for you before you pivot onto the next thing. So that worked for him. And I've also heard from other perspectives from other artists where they get frustrated with their league owners, where they feel like they put in a lot amount of time and haven't gotten far in their career. And, out of putting years in, you expect some kind of compensation that is sustainable. For you being a league owner, I want to know also what it is for you, me being somebody being in battle rap, but also being in the business end, being able to feed all your talent. It's hard to find those sponsorships in those bigger business conversations that a lot of battlers miss. They don't know that part. I actually want to hear your perspective, being someone who's been in battle rap, someone who has had to run a league, and what's your side on both of those, looking at the artist having these things with you, and being the league owner having to figure out where all those resources and where you get those. And I'd like you to just start from there.
Whew. It's no joke, I'll say that.
And pull no punches. We are really being blunt here because it's something no one likes to talk about numbers. No one wants to talk about that type of stuff, but this is specifically what this is about, the glass ceiling.
Well, I hear the first thing you said was, how do you feel about people staying home and battling at home? I think that's always good to never forget where you come from. Always, no matter where you go in as far as your career, you can go on URL, RBE, KOTD. You should always get back to where you started from. that's just paying homage, and that's just showing respect to the people that put you on. As far as getting paid, of course, I look at it as it depends on the situation that the league owner has. Some league owners can do that, some can't, and some may feel like they entitled to do that. Some may feel like, you know what, you started here for free, then you should battle here for free. But it's a, how you say it, it's more like it all depends on the relationship that you have with that league owner. You know, I feel like if you come respectfully and say, you know what, listen, I battle here 5-6 times. I put myself as a name for this league. You know, don't you think I should get paid something? I'm bringing people out. Then that's definitely, you know, should be worked out. But if you coming off like, nah, nigga, fuck that. I've been doing this and that. Of course, the league owner gonna be like, listen, bro, like I understand you doing your work, but bro, it's like you from here. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question, Merrick?
Huh?
Can I ask you a question, Merrick? When it comes to when you became a league owner and you started actually scouting, looking for talent, how did you separate that the battler mindset of I'm a competitor and I have to compete against these guys to saying now I have to book these guys? Like I might book someone I personally didn't like in my battle rap career, but now as a league owner, I have to mend that relationship for business. Like, how did you make that transition? Because you was a feisty battler. Like, let's put it out there. Merrick City was a feisty battler. He was out here. He was rumbling in the streets. He was out here. He was out here. He was doing his numbers out here. And then when he became Battle City, he opened up new relationships with, like, when I see Snake Eyes, I think of because of Battle City, like, and Merrick and shit like that. That's a URL talent right now. So get into that with us if you don't mind.
It's something that Taim always taught me. He always taught me I have to put the personal shit aside, and I have to put the business first. So regardless if I didn't like a person, you know, as a battle rapper, if I know that they're going to bring good business to the league, that's what comes first. You know, the business part is something that honestly Taim would be able to answer that 100% because he was way better at it than I was. You know, he was always the one, and I always say this, he was the mastermind behind Battle City. You know, he was the one that came with most of the ideas. He's the one that always put me in check as far as my attitude and in the way I carry myself. You know, and it hurts that he's not here because he's the one that was responsible for a lot of these things. But just like he would say, you know, just think business. You know, like if you have a business mindset, use it. Don't be afraid not to use it.
All right, so Merrick, for the glass ceiling for that league, was the glass ceiling everybody make it out of the league, or you wanted to build stars within your league?
Both. I wanted one for people to always come back home if they were to make it outside of the league. And two, I just wanted to be more like a family. Taim was always the person that he never do shade about other leagues. I ain't gonna lie, I had my moments where I did. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. I've had my moments where I would, you know, talk shit about other leagues and stuff like that. And there'll be moments he'd be like, yo, listen, man, you gotta understand, like, no one's perfect, you know? Like this league, you know, can be here one day and leave the next. We all seen leagues that start up one year and they be at its highest and then the next year is gone. You know what I'm saying? So he said, always be humble, you know, be humble because people can say, you know what, you're not doing well for our league. We're going to go to another league. It happens. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware that can definitely happen. So you want people to stay at your league, but you do want them to excel and do other things. You don't want them just to stay there and just be stuck there. You want to grow, you know? So that's the motive is to grow. Eventually, you want them to go to the next level.
Let me ask you a question. Does a league owner necessarily have a glass ceiling? Because you guys are just thinking about growth, but what is the maximum, like what's the max? Do you guys even have that mentality when you become a league owner? Because like, do you think about the time and stuff like that? Because Sin Flea and Show, they both mentioned timing in battle rap could be everything. Sin Flea said you got to catch the right timing, and Show Nuff said that, you know, he's been in the game for a certain amount of time. It's like he feel like he kind of lost some timing or something like that. So how does a league owner think about timing?
Timing is everything. Timing is like one of the most important things. And I believe that everyone's gonna have their time eventually in battle rap. No, regardless if you're a league owner, regardless if you are a battle rapper, you're gonna have your moment. You don't know when it's gonna be your moment. See, that's the thing. They don't tell you, oh, your moment's gonna be next year. It just happens. And it's what you do with that moment that's gonna separate you from the people that's gonna stay and the people that's not gonna be here. You know, that's all it's about. But every situation is definitely a glass ceiling. Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a question for you. So, for glass ceiling as a league owner, as somebody coming in from the business end, me being a representative of Launch and also being the battle rap career, it also comes down to funds, right? And league owners knowing how to have those high level conversations outside of the battle rap sphere. You know, certain conversations is acceptable in the battle rap sphere, right? But then once you're moving into a high level conversations with people in suits and stuff like that, do you feel like it's hard to pitch battle rap in those conversations? And like the branding. So like, because at the end of the day, when you're pitching upwards, their question is, what can you do for us? Why should we give you money to do X, Y, and Z? Do you ever feel like there's a missing for battle rappers in having those high conversations and how to act in those conversations or how to package ourselves to those conversations to get those big dollars to actually be able to move our artists around and support them in being past just the league?
I don't think it's a tough task. I just feel like if battle rap was more professional, in a more professional setting than it is right now, it would be more easier to get there. I do believe that the higher ups are looking at battle rap and they know that it is a lucrative market. You know, URL is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, talk on it.
Yeah, URL is definitely a big part of that as an example. But I just feel like, you know, they're definitely going to look at every other thing as well. Like all the fights that go on in battle rap and things like that, all that has to do with, you know, what they're looking at. So if you're, and not saying that, you know, you got to be less of a person when you go to events. No, you got to be, if you're a man, you got to be a man. You got to, you know, represent. But it's a certain place and time for everything. If you're conducting business, the last thing that should be on your mind is wanting to fight. And that's something I had to learn. You know, I'm not perfect. To each his own. You know, I've made my mistakes and I learned from my mistakes, you know, but that's very important. They look at not just the numbers. Yeah, the numbers may be good, but if it's not the way it's supposed to be professionally, they're going to be like, well, is it worth the risk? Should I take this risk and invest in this business knowing that it's going to go left?
Yeah.
Or it might go left. You know, the thought that it might go left.
I say something.
They might be afraid.
I say something with you, Merritt?
Talk to me, bro.
As a battle rapper, you're right. It's like a job. Like, I don't want to be hearing niggas talk about, yeah, you gotta come to an event, act tough, all of that. Yo, if you at your job, you is not coming there to act tough, bro. It's not about to fight your boss, your co-workers, because guess what? You ain't gonna have no money at the end of the day. So that's how people should treat battle rap. This is not the hood. It's not the projects. That's why we doing this, to try to get out of those circumstances, certain people. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And
we black. Why we can't just build off each other? Why we just can't be like, yo, you know what? We can make this really like hip hop, like how hip hop started. We could really make this bigger than what we see it is. It could be bigger than that, bro. So
that's a fact.
That's a fact. And even with the league owners be having beef with each other, and it stops business. Stop business from being done. If you can't get the business right within the culture, how you gonna bring somebody in the culture to try to get the shit right? It's not gonna work like that.
And also, I just want to touch a little bit on that too. But we also, as a culture that is built on the backs of colored people, Hispanics, blacks, and everything. Another thing we don't want to do is an outside corporate business that's just looking to culture vulture something that they didn't build and take it.
I'm not saying that. Because it's
but I'm just elaborating more on it.
It's like the NBA and the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a base black leagues. It's base black. But the white people have the money
to push it.
That's a little bit too blunt. My man said it too blunt. Like, dang, bro. He said too blunt, bro. God.
You feel me? I gotta get to the paper. That's all I know.
Damn.
And hitting on show, figuring out how to get to the paper and not sell out is the juggling act.
I do see that. The reason why I said it like that too is because we don't want to destroy something that we're constantly putting our time and energy to. You feel what I'm saying? Like even when, and I'm just speaking from experience. You feel what I'm saying? From things that I've seen, like even when Smack, and no slight to Smack, obviously you got to make that move to get your brand out there. But even when he went to Fox 5, you feel what I'm saying? I just felt like he did the right thing as a league owner. You got to get your name out. But as a Republican Party who obviously pushes the agenda of, black people being a virus or, a corrupted thing within, the United States, I just felt like they just wanted to do it because they didn't have nothing else better to do. You don't see Fox 5 talking about Smack URL events, nothing like that. Now it's becoming a cultural thing where everybody is either trying to get in it to be a culture vulture or culturally appropriated. So that was more of where I was trying to get into it. You don't want to get into something and then try to destroy it.
In that same hand, I see, like, if you on Fox 5, it brings more people to the culture that would never look at the culture. Absolutely. It brings more.
So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I can agree with that.
It's just like rap. It's a person that, like, 50 Cent is the most violent person ever, right?
Yeah.
But white people love him.
They love Curtis.
They do. Love Curtis. They love Curtis.
Black people that spend the best word on that shit.
They love Curtis.
They love Curtis. And that's what I think battle rap needs.
To the black name.
Remember 50 Cent made being dangerous and gangster look fun for white people. Like that's why white people love 50. He make that shit look fun. Like go Paul.
With battle rap, I feel like it's gonna be white people trying to put their money into it because they don't care. That's just like these artists coming back. They don't care about battle rap.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be people like that. You can't stop those people. But if the culture is strong enough where we can see that and kick that person out the culture, that's because that's the only way we're gonna build the foundation. That's the only way we're gonna build the foundation. If we all are strong enough to hold down the fort.
Yeah.
But if we
my question to you is, how do you feel about Cassidy and how do you feel about 40 Cal?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. No, baby, fresh water, bro.
Cassidy. Bar-wise, trash. Promo-wise, garbage.
Oh, yeah, he's a goat. He's a goat when it comes to the.
So when you look at it,
who Cassidy? Cassidy's definitely.
Everybody's not gonna in battle rap. Everybody's not like it's something that somebody's lacking.
He's lacking everything. He's lacking everything. He's
look.
So tell him go back in that Philly basement.
This is what I'm saying. He don't have the bars.
His beats is trash too. You don't like his beats too?
His beats trash. I don't like his beats. I don't like his dad hat. He's trash.
I don't like his dad hat. I don't like his little sneakers. His big
Get him out of here.
Oh, but look, you know what you can learn. You know what battle rappers can learn from Cass though? The promotion.
Promotion. But promotion needs money too.
40 Cal.
Money he has.
40
He has
cap.
the money.
Yeah, promo. Yo, nigga, you got the most fireest bars. But if a nigga is a promo god, he's gonna win every time.
Well, so why Cassidy lost both his battles and he got shook in his hometown?
Yo,
they shook him on stage like a baby.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. He lost the battle. He didn't lose.
He won the war. He won the war. You know how much money he made from that? Do you know how much?
That's too simple-minded thinking. He got up there and he spit 6 of the worst rounds in battle rap history.
He did.
But we chatting about him now. Even now, we still chatting about him though.
But he's
horrible.
Cassidy.
He's still Cassidy.
If I did it, okay, fry me, nigga.
You're done.
But Cassidy, he got a resume where you can't break it down, bro. It could be trash, but I bet you they say Cassidy versus Tay-Rock. Niggas gonna be like, oh shit, Cassidy.
To see him lose.
And I won't. Yeah.
Cassidy.
No, you'll just watch it for the promo.
We know he ain't gonna win one round, but the promo gonna have you gas where you think that nigga might win a round.
Yo, he said tough like an elephant nail. Nah, we not doing this, man. He said I'm tough like an elephant nail. What?
Nah, he said I let it blow
get off the stage.
I let it blow through tissue.
I'm
it's not a game.
I'm not with Cassidy.
He said I let it blow through tissue. It's not a game.
He said I'm tougher than an elephant nail.
Yo.
All right, I'm gonna have to do a Lobo question, a real direct, because we are on our winding down hours. We're almost about to be out at 8:40. Sadly, even though this was fun, so I do want to ask Ty a question, a direct one. So, how do you feel about URL basically like taking lower level talent for their rosters? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't know where he at.
Yeah, for me?
Yo,
yeah.
Oh, my bad now. And the people don't really call me Ty. I'm like, oh shit, hold up.
Sorry, mother. Zoom gave you away. Sorry.
Yeah, in the background barking and shit. Yeah.
Sorry,
my bad.
But you know, this is again because we want to keep on the theme glass ceiling. Sorry, as a lingo, I have you here. I got to ask you that question. Like, how do you feel about that? URL stealing low level talent for their rosters, and if that's like, how do you feel? And be raw about it.
Oh man, this is a question I always wanted to answer. I feel like because URL is the bigger name, they're not ever going to look at it as they're stealing talent. They're always going to look at it more like we're putting them on. But in reality,
let's talk about it.
They are taking someone's talent that someone built up from the ground up, and they're just building them more to another level. So, and technically it is stealing, but it's just like somebody that's playing college basketball trying to get into the NBA. Because if you look at it that way, they're stealing talent as well. If you want to look at it that way.
Yo, Simply, I got a question for you. Do you feel like it's disrespectful to Coliseum, right? If you go on URL, right, and they give you somebody like Chicken Bob.
Yo, it's very disrespectful to me, my nigga. Very. I'm good.
Yo, you the top guy in Coliseum.
I'm not going to lie.
That's disrespectful to the league. If you
listen, I'm not going to even lie to you, bro. With Buds, it was no. I was in that direction, saying no. But God bless, I didn't. But the next one, it cannot be a Chicken Bob, Cadillac, Ty. I'm good.
How important is that to Sinflea and Show Enough? How important is that to y'all as far as like matches and names? Because we know you're not going to take a Chicken Bob battle, but we all know that matchups are very important.
I look at it like this, right? If it's my league and a person is coming up and they on the rise, and I'm in a position to give them a better light, I'm with that. You get what I'm saying? Charge, no charge. I don't charge my league. I never heard of that. Listen, I built in my league. You don't need to pay me, bro. You put me in a light that nobody tried to put me in. You get what I'm saying? So I would never charge my league owner. But as far as, you feel me, battle rap is.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Hold on. Let me say this. I also
because I gotta ask Merrick this question. It's an important question.
I want to hear it.
I also agree with Simply. Like, if you're at a place where you set your feet and you valid like salad over there, you don't really need because you already got what you needed, which was the exposure. You know, you can come back to the league and show love and do the right thing. Share, rotate the main event cards or rotate the co-main event slots. You know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, too, you also got to think about yourself. I can do what I can for my league to elevate them. But when I move out and I go and do my own shit, I got to make sure my name is valid. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Wherever you go, you have to validate yourself.
I can agree with that entirely.
Riding on the bike. Like, right now, I'm on the tricycle. I'm just getting off the tricycles in URL. Like, I'm nowhere near where I picture myself. Or want to be. So it's like every battle.
Playground corporate.
Yeah.
Playground corporate.
Every battle is growth. Every battle you learn from. Every battle you get stronger from.
So let me ask this question for Merrick City. When you were a league owner and you had a talent that went to URL, guys, and he comes back and he's made a phenomenal name for himself. To where it's like, I'm coming back. I need a bag. I need a bag. I know you built me here, but I need a bag, and I need a bag because my brand has been paying me. Like, my brand has said I deserve this bag, and I know I built in this league, but my brand is saying I get this money. Like, I get this here. So, is it fair for that battle rapper to say I need to still get paid, or is that battle rapper still supposed to avoid that fee and just be like, yo, you still the homie? Because now it's past the homie thing when you getting paid for your brand. When your brand start making money for you, you ain't relying on your homie no more. That's business right there.
So, of course. I mean, are you asking me basically what I charge my league? Like,
I want to know, like, as when you hear the talent comes back to the league and like, yo, I'm Snake Eyes. I deserve this amount of money. I know you helped build me, but I'm coming here, like, I'm charging my league for a battle. Like, how do you feel about that? Because that happens with talent. When they become stars in these big leagues, they come back to their home leagues, they charge their leagues.
I don't ever think, and this is just me, I respect it that you got people that do that, but me per se, I would never charge the league I started with. Like, for people that don't know, the league I started with was We Go Hard. That was the first league that gave me my first 4 battles. It don't matter how much I put in work, other leagues, and how many leagues I own. I would never go to City or anybody that's part of We Go Hard and say, well, I'm this person now, so I'm a charge. No, I would never charge. But that's just me. Everyone's different. Some people may feel like I did put in work. I put in work in this league. I went other places. I should get a bag. So it's like I said, it all depends on the communication you have with the league owner that you're dealing with. But I wouldn't do that per se.
You want me to be honest? Murray, you want me to be honest, though?
Talk to me.
Like, battle rap niggas be broke.
I was trying to be nice, man. Bro.
Merrick, I got a question for you. How do you feel as a league owner, right? When you got a talent like Snake Eyes, right? And let's say they get to URL and they make them battle Chicken Bob and then they put them on the shelf. Do you feel slighted, or do you just be like, yo, that's on your own?
Well, Snake Eyes started with Battle City, so I would definitely I would definitely let them know, like, yo, that wasn't right what they did. But then it all depends. Did they both have a good battle? Was that a battle where it should have been on the shelf?
I don't mean like that battle never come out. I mean like they battle Chicken Bob, and then after that, URL just throw him in the dirt. They don't book him ever again. Would you feel disrespected?
After they gave them the Chicken Bob, okay.
I wouldn't feel disrespected because URL is a brand, it's a business, and if they feel like he isn't good enough, then it is what it is. But that's not going to stop me from booking Snake Eyes after that. You know what I'm saying? Like Snake Eyes started with us, so he'll always have a name here. And I think that's the most important because people think once they hit URL, they made it. It's not the case. You still have to put in work. There's still a lot of work you have to do once you get on. I was saying this years ago. Everybody used to be like, "Oh, I got a PG. I'm on URL," and I used to be like, "Bro, you got one, but what happens if you fuck up? What happens if you could be nice? What happens if they don't like you though?
Right.
Then what? You know what I'm saying?
And
because you gotta fit the demographic of what they trying to put out. So that's a whole nother thing too.
Sellability.
Exactly.
And one last question, because we have 1 more minute left. And it's for Sin, and then we're gonna do our outro and be out. Sin Flea, since we're already on this topic, I have a question. So Benji Lolo is someone who actually charged home for the first time in Cali, where I've heard an artist go, I'm gonna charge home. This is what I'm worth. This is what I'm charging. As for how I've heard you feel about that, how did you feel once that happened? And do you feel like that changes the whole conversation around other battle rappers now who are coming up, who are like, I've been here for 7 years and I've never, should they have the right to charge now? Does it, like, what is the conversation you feel around that?
I feel like Benji Lolo is a whole star, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a brand. He
Shout
does
out Benji.
to a certain limit.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, my loyalty is Coliseum, so I don't feel that an artist should ever charge. But if you're in a certain weight class, as you could say,
got it,
and you could promote yourself to a bigger brand where you could where you bringing money in the door,
it's guaranteed.
You feel me? If you can't bring no money in the door, you can't do none of that, then you shouldn't be talking no money at all. It should not even be a conversation.
So I guess the next conversation and future conversations, because we will have episode 2, depending on the feedback, we may do a part 2 of glass ceiling, or we'll move on a whole other conversation. But more likely probably about brackets and what defines people on having different kind of brackets. What gives you the right to ask for a certain amount? And that probably will be the next conversation. But thank you all for coming on here and
Battle City, Joe Esco, let's go.
Every single one.
Appreciate y'all for having me on the first show.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all.
Share.
Post
without question.
Link. This is for battle rap, the culture. We here. We gonna be sitting here coming at you guys every other Thursday. Make sure you tune in. Follow us on Instagram at launchyear86.
Follow Sin Flea on Instagram, Sin_Flea.
Follow Show Esco. Follow Show Esco, SHO_ESKO. Holla at the God.
Awesome sauce. And follow Launch. We will have also a whole bunch of the programming coming in. This is a building platform, and we have a lot of things in tune for battle rap in the future. So your support helps us support you.
Tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you tune in to the State of Fuck Home Fest on Launch, man. But we are about to be out of here. This is Year 86. I am Hollywood. That's T-Wise. That's my nigga Hirsch. That's Sin Flea. That's Show Nuff. Oh. Merrick City.
Yo.
And Merrick City. How you thinking about Merrick City?
And Hester. Hey!
Yes.
The DJ
come back and stay tuned for our State of Fuck Home Fest tomorrow, every Friday at 7 p.m.
Home. It's coronavirus.
Come run with us.
Home.
Stay home. Let's bend the curve.
Love
so
it.
Soon we'll be back to life. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Make sure y'all get that Green Manifest by Franco Vegas, man, out right now.
All right, play us out, Hester.
All right. Stay tuned. Bye.